Yeah, I had a lot of people work really hard for me, and like most debuts, as we should, I created a slideshow because what debut is a debut without slides? So we're gonna go do my little shitty PowerPoint that I did in a couple of hours yesterday because I'm the king of procrastination. So let's go. Okay, so kind of half covering it. But here's my lovely logo that Zenith made me. Uh, I love them to death. They're very talented, very wonderful person. They also do a lot of like horror art. It's like disturbingly beautiful. I absolutely love them. My theme is that I am a visual novel love interest. For those of you who haven't played visual novels, here is what is a visual novel. A visual novel is an interactive fiction game featuring mostly static graphics, so like sprites, often used in anime style art or occasion live action skills. Not all of them have to be romance based, but a lot of them are. Okay, hold on. I gotta take my jacket off. Give me a second. There you go. No jacket. I hope you're happy. I have no jacket on now. I don't go full no shirt though. I have a big thing about the fact that if the female VTubers can't go all titties out, then I will not go all titties out. So you just get no jacket, not no shirt, sorry, if you came here for tits. What is a VN love interest? So for the ones that are based around romance, not all of them have romance, but a majority of them do. And for the ones that do have romance, love interest in the story is one of the many characters a player may date to change the outcome of the story. Actions can directly affect the affection gained or lost with these characters to give you different endings. So basically, how you guys interact with me is going to change how I interact with you. Either you can get a good ending with me or a bad ending with me. It all depends on how you treat me. So be nice, otherwise I'll eat you. Now that we have that, my model credits, the original concept art was done by my good friend Daryl Payan, because this character is an old RP character that I've had for a long time, and Daryl used to RP with me, so he knew the character really well. So I had him do my original design, which then I handed to Rico. Rico did it to her design and added my earring. She gave me this cute earring. That's her design entirely. I love it. And she made both my model and my rigging. It took like 9 months, and not because of her, because of my wallet. But she was very kind and let me pay in installments. We joke that it took me nine months for me to be born, just like a real kid. So I'm not just a VTuber kid, I'm a real kid. It took me 9 months. Next slide. So some things about me. I'm a vampire, obviously, from my name, VampireHusbando's, which, and those of you who don't know what a vampire is, it's a blood-sucking undead. So, you know, I'm not exactly nice thing. But a lot of people simp after us undead, so that's good, right? I am 172 years old. So in vampire years, I'm kind of a baby. A lot of the other vampires I know like to make fun of me about that. But I mean, compared to you mortal people, I'm fucking old, okay? So leave me alone. Birthday was on November 7th, 1849. I am from there. There's Daryl's thing. It's working. Nice. So I was born during the Bakumatsu era in Japan, and there's a whole bunch of lore about that that'll come out later. I'm going to do a whole big project for my lore on YouTube, and I hope you guys look forward to that. My hobbies are gaming, writing, and watching anime. I have a really super thrilling life, isn't it? My residence is I live at the barcade with Saki Wolf, who owns it. So Saki Wolf owns like this magical arcade called the Barcade, and I guess he just kind of picked me up like some sort of variant off the street and threw me in the arcade, and now I live there. So that's where I live. I am not tall. I'm sorry to let you guys know I'm not tall. I'm only 5'8". I know to some people that's tall, but generally speaking, a lot of the other vampires that I know are like 6 foot, so I'm not tall. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Small BB. Yeah. I'm a guy. He, him, male. Obviously, if husbando didn't quite get that across to you already, I am male. Got a dick, sorry. I'm not a girl. Some people try to think I am because of the long hair, I guess. I don't know. Short king, yeah, thanks. And my orientation is pansexual. So if you want to come after my roots and romance me, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care. I like everybody. Basically, one of my favorite singers, Yasuo from Acid Black Cherry, said it really well. That all that matters is if someone is beautiful, inside and out. So if you're beautiful, I'll be attracted to you. If you're ugly, like personality-wise, I want nothing to do with you, and that's all that matters to me. So my likes and dislikes, I like my favorite type of blood is type O blood, which is nice because it's the easiest type to get, because it's the most common. I like to play Genshin Impact. You will find that I play a lot of Genshin Impact. Here, I will. I like to sleep. Don't fucking wake me up. I want to sleep. I love fall weather. I'm dying in this heat in the summer. I fucking hate the summer. I very much like to be left the fuck alone. If I'm doing my thing, don't fucking bother me. Yeah, I don't like people. I don't like people. I say that as I sit here and stream for y'all. I don't like people. I don't like people. And then cats. I love cats, okay? I'm not one of those like crazy cat people who has like 20 cats in their house, primarily because Saki is allergic to them and one cat is enough to kill him, so we've got one cat and he's dying. But I love cats. Absolutely love cats. They're my favorite animal. Best animal. Okay, so my interests and hobbies are content creation, anime, cosplay. Used to be really, really big into cosplay. Haven't done it since the pandemic though. And visual K. I love visual K. I love the music. I love the look. I love everything about it. A good chunk of my design was influenced by visual K. It's not as complicated, but I hope it's noticeable. I love visual K. What's visual K? So in Japan, in the 80s, there was, oh, you want me to join the Fatui? Okay, hold on. So visual K is a music movement that happened in the 80s in Japan. Absolutely love it. So it really started with Japan X, or X Japan, sorry, I said it backwards. And so basically the idea was to take rock music, though it doesn't have to be rock music now, but it started with rock music, and create visuals of your clothes based on your music. So basically they took like glam rock from the Americas and then like ran with it. And it became a whole music movement, and it has a very distinct look, a very distinct style and sound. Even the way people sing is very specific. And it's honestly my favorite genre of music. And I even like the ones that have gone a little more pop rock. Those are good too. Like the older version of Sug or and Cafe, stuff like that. I like those too. Alright, so next one. Okay, so we'll go a little more into gaming. The things that I like about games. As I said, there's gonna be a lot of Genshin Impact on this channel. So, as you can tell, as I'm wearing Fatui outfit. I am a Xiao and Zhongli main. If I mangle any names, please let me know. I'm not Chinese. I'm AR-55. The only reason I'm not higher is because I never did the next level to up my world. I'm lazy. I don't want to fight harder. I really love the lore. You just started playing? That's awesome. I'm also a completionist, so I like to get 100% in an area if I can. I've been doing that a lot lately on my own time. I've been also working really hard on decorating my teapot, but I've been farming white stone like no tomorrow. It's crazy. And I really like teaching beginners where to go, what to do, give advice on builds and stuff like that. I love doing that a lot. Gaming genres that I like to do. I like RPG, adventure, visual novel. Obviously, what are words? Given my theme, I love visual novels and horror. So I'm actually a big fucking baby and will scream at the smallest of things, but I love to play horror games nonetheless. So if I play horror games on here, you're gonna watch me be a big fucking baby. But I do plan on horror being a big part of my content, so I guess you're gonna watch me scream. So my favorite games, Okami. I love Okami to death. It's all done like I love that it's an ukiyo-e style, and the whole concept of all the Shinto gods and saving Nippon and all of that. I really love. Short, young, and scared. Poor baby. Listen, leave me alone, kick. I love The Legend of Zelda, the entire series. I have a huge obsession. I've been playing it since it came out. Listen, I love Zelda so much. And replaying Zelda games is definitely going to be something on this channel too. We already, in the past, played Twilight Princess, but I want to play more. I love the Final Fantasy franchise. My first one was 7, so I guess I'm kind of biased. I do love the remake series that they're working on and stuff like that, but I do love basically all Final Fantasy games except for Royal Road Trip. I could do without. It was boring. I didn't finish it. I'm sorry. I know everyone loves the emo guy. I'm just so bored. The next is The Last Story. So I really love Last Story. It's a hidden gem that most people don't know. It was on the Wii, so like it's a game that would have like exploded had it been on the PlayStation, but they were idiots and put it on the Wii. But it has the same composer as the guy who did all of the Final Fantasy music and the one who formed Black Mages, that composer. He did the music for The Last Story, so it's beautiful. And then like the whole game is on basically 2 islands, and it really doesn't feel like you're stuck in one place. Like a lot of games where you're in a small area, you notice you're in a small area and there's like, you feel cramped, but in The Last Story it doesn't. And I really like the story and the concept behind it. Also, the fighting system really is how I feel the Final Fantasy series should have gone instead of the direction they did go, but that's okay. They should remake The Last Story. It would do so well now. Like if they updated the graphics, people would eat and put it and not put it on the Switch. Fuck that. Put it on the PlayStation. People would fucking eat that game up. I know they would. But every time you tell someone, oh, you should play The Last Story, and they're like, where can I play it? And I'm like, on the Wii, and instantly they're like, nah. And so no, I'm not touching it. It makes me so upset. So anyway, when it comes to otome games and visual novels, my favorite is Hakuoki. So Hakuoki is a visual novel about the Shinsengumi from back in the Bakumatsu era. It also has vampire elements and demon elements. You start to understand why I like it. And then I also really love Ensemble Stars. So I used to really hate the idea of idle games and stuff like that. And then I saw the characters from Ensemble Stars in Yume 100 when I used to play that a lot. They did a crossover, and uh, basically I saw Wataru and my life was over, and now I'm addicted to Ensemble Stars. It's a problem. We're not gonna talk about it. But yeah, I love it very much. Anime likes, I love shonen, I love boys love. I used to read a lot of it. I don't read a lot of it as much as I used to, but yeah. If you guys have noticed, I'm kind of gay, but that's okay. I'm not actually, I'm pansexual, but like I lean towards men, so obviously I'd read boys love, you know, I like that shit. I also really love comedy, supernatural stories, horror, anything with magitech in it. You got me hooked. I love the idea of, instead of using energy, using magic. That shit's cool as fuck. So my anime dislikes, I'm sorry to let you guys know, I really fucking hate like sci-fi, mechs, space. I know I say this as someone who likes Escaflowne and Gundam, but those are like the only mech things that I liked. Also, Escaflowne had like fantasy implements in it. Leave me alone. And then like G Gundam had like kung fu elements in it. Leave me alone. No, but I hate that shit. It's so annoying. So here's my reason why I don't like sci-fi, mech, and space is that sci-fi has to make sense, right? Sci-fi has to have a scientific reason as to why what's happening can happen, right? And so the science needs to flow through. You can't sit there and go, well, that doesn't make sense because of X, Y, and Z. Like, you can't suspend disbelief because of sci-fi, right? It has to make sense. But with Magitech, it doesn't have to fucking make sense. You can just be like, I don't know, it's magic, man. You can suspend disbelief. So that's why I don't like sci-fi and shit. Because like a lot of times you're like, well, this doesn't fucking make sense according to actual like science and shit. So, nah. Alright, so my favorite animes are Mononoke, not Princess Mononoke, not that shit from Ghibli, not that shit. Mononoke with Kusuriyori, so the medicine seller who goes around and basically whoops all of the fucking ghosts' asses. That guy, I fucking love Mononoke. That shit is great. It's and then I love Mushishi for a similar reason. So like Mononoke is like hardcore like horror aspect design, and then like Mushishi is like a similar concept but like creepy and surreal. Mushishi is interesting because like you're comfortable in the story, you feel safe, but you feel unnerved at the same time, which is why I love Mushishi. It's really good. And then Trinity Blood. I love Trinity Blood. Obviously we had to have a vampire anime on here because, obviously, Noblesse? Yeah, I have. I actually really love Razel. I aspire to be as cool as Razel. Like, badly. And then JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because obviously I do really like hardcore shonen. And I love JoJo. So I feel like that shows, you know, my extent of I love ridiculous shonen. Okay. So, my goals and plans now that I have my model and all my new stuff, and I'm gonna take streaming a lot more seriously than I did the past year. My streams are gonna be primarily like Genshin Impact, visual novels, horror, and I put Nintendo games into one category because I don't know if it's just me, but like Nintendo games kind of have their own feel and genre to them. It's kind of like Gapmo on my channel with Nintendo games, but you deal with it. I like Nintendo games. I don't care. Other platforms, on YouTube, I have a tutorials channel that I have been for the past year, not very consistently though, uploading tutorials on how to stream and how to do VTubing stuff, mainly with Vroid and stuff like that. Then I have another channel that's just for shorts and edited VODs, which doesn't have a whole lot on it right now. But you know, it will. And then finally, I have my Dark Desires VN project channel. For those of you who aren't familiar, I am actually working on a visual novel about my backstory. Well, it's like my lore story basically, but it's a visual novel type game, quote unquote, but it'll be based on YouTube, and you can date either myself or Sucky Wolf there in the chat. So it's kind of like the choose your own adventure games that Markiplier does on his channel, where you make a choice and then it'll take you to another video, and then you watch that video, and then you make another choice and it takes you to another video. And I thought that would be a great format for a visual novel, because why not? I mean, it's basically the same idea, you just get 2 choices instead of, you know, however many that they used to make in a game. And then on TikTok, I have stream clips and memes. It's been mostly just stream clips lately, but I'm going to start doing more memes and trends on TikTok. I definitely plan to now that I have this model. My content goals is to have a consistent schedule. So I want to stream 3 days a week, every week. I have everything planned out and scheduled out for my time. So I want to stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Those are going to be my streaming days. And then my goal is to create the visual novel that I just talked to you about. And then I also want to do a podcast with Sucky Wolf and one of my friends to talk about, you know, what it's like in the VTuber space as a creator, and like all the things that has to go into doing this, and, you know, the struggles that we go through, so, you know, people can listen to it and relate and like understand they're not alone and stuff like that. Yeah, because it can be really hard. Okay, so my socials. So as we talked about before, I have 3 different YouTube channels. One is my usual title, Vampire Husbando. We have Vampire Husbando Help Desk. The Help Desk is the one with the tutorials. Dark Desires visual novel. That is the visual novel project that we talked about just a moment ago. On Twitter and on TikTok, I'm still just Vampire Husbando. I was really lucky and like snagged that name. For Discord, if you type in _ Discord, it should give you an invite. I share a server with Sucky Wolf called the Crossroads Lounge. I can talk. And so if you want to come join, chill with us. Sometimes we stream on there, chat on the voice chat when I'm at work, you know, we do a bunch of different things. And then if you want to see, you know, my other information or my gallery of art, stuff like that, you can go to vampirehusbando.card.co. I typed that wrong though, there should be 2 R's. Wow. I told you I did this yesterday in a few hours. Leave me alone. My art tag is VampRoot. So, you know, like a root and a VN. So, haha, the VampRoot. So that's my tag. All right, so I know it's going to come to a shock to a lot of you guys. My inspiration is actually primarily not other VTubers. Please don't judge me, okay? I watch a lot of face cammers, and I learned most of my tricks and tips from face cammers, not VTubers. Because VTubers feel like some weird elusive being. I don't know what it is. You know, I'm gonna take the Fatui jacket back off because it's getting ridiculous. So and then I'll put my regular jacket back on. I take a lot of inspiration style-wise from Seadog VA and the Anime Man. I really like them a lot because they're kind of chaotic. And I aspire to be more chaotic and off-the-cuff funny like that, because they just fucking say whatever comes to their brain, and I really need to do that more often. And then on the bottom are the 2 people who I take, I want to say, more technical inspiration from. So LJM runs Stream Scheme, and he's the one that I really learned how to play the numbers game, how to really set everything up in OBS, and how to do a lot of cool tips and tricks and all those sorts of things. He's really good if you want to learn basically the meta of streaming. And then Reaps, I love Reaps, who's a friend of LJ's. He does a lot of crazy shit on his stream, technology, like, you know, the tech side of things. He has like a bunch of cameras. He has a whole bunch of different like transitions and different screens and like cool themes and things that he does for like a whole bunch of different events. Like, the man does too much, but I think it's really cool, and I do want to implement like some ideas that I got based on his content into my content, but I just haven't gotten there yet. But he's a big inspiration for me. And then Sun Kenji, Porcelain Maid, and Poppy are all the VTubers that I get inspiration from, basically because they're all kind of the same. I don't know if you noticed, but all of them are a little chaotic and very loud. I'm not loud, but I do aspire to have the same confidence that their loudness brings. So that's why I have them on there. But yeah, so my credits, my music, as I said earlier, is from Ash. He did the song that you're hearing in the background, and both the songs you heard in the beginning on the start screen. Daryl Pion, he did the overlay and graphics that I'm using right now. So all the graphics you see on my website, all the graphics you see on my stream and in this PowerPoint presentation, all him, except the background. The background was done by Ricos, which you can see at the bottom there. My start screen art is done by Rico Illis. I have like an entire laundry list of stuff for her to do with me in the future if she still wants to work with me on all these things. Hopefully. I know I have a lot I want her to do, and I don't want her to feel pressured to do all those things for me. Anyway, and then all the bat emotes that I have are by Sapphire Ying. I can only find her on Fiverr and Etsy. I can't find her anywhere else. I'm sure she exists somewhere else on the internet, but that's the only place I can find her. But she does great stuff. She asks way too little, honestly. And then my logo that I showed in the beginning is done by Zenith, who's an amazing person, great friend, also a VN enthusiast. So she got exactly the feel I wanted. Great stuff. And then lastly, I want to give a special thanks to Saki Wolf, obviously because he's been here with me. He's the one who told me to start streaming in the first place. He basically turned to me one day and said, "Hey, check out this VTuber stuff. You should do this. You would be good at it." So here I am. Kuro and Rosehearted, my mods, you guys mean a lot to me. You guys have been really pushing me and supporting me and making sure that I don't give up on the things that I want to do, and I definitely appreciate you guys a lot. Dakota Games, I want to give a thanks to because he's been a friend who's been here for a long time. I think I've known him since maybe a month or two after I started streaming. And he's always someone who's been really comfy and listens to me talk about everything that's going on, and he always comes back to me with definitely, you know, basically like logic instead of, you know, basically helping me work through my problems logically. So I appreciate that a lot. And then I have Bitter Valentine, who's been a friend of mine for a long time. I love you. I don't know if you're still out there, but I love you, Val. You're amazing. And then my friend Kimchi, who I've known way since before, kind of fruity, yeah. Kimchi, since I've known like way before I even started streaming. I've known Kimchi for years and years and years. Same thing with Sakri. I've known them for years and years and years and years. And both of them have really helped me and supported me and are always listening to me, so I appreciate it. Also Zunji, who's another fellow VTuber, who I've known for a long time too, since before we were both VTubers, and they've definitely been here for me. There you go! He's got it that time. I love Saki so much. He is doing his best. I appreciate all the shout-outs. Zolo Games is someone else who I really want to say thank you to. When I first joined the VTuber community, he was basically the first friend I really made. We don't talk as much now, but back in the day, we were basically like inseparable best friends, and I definitely don't think that I would have continued streaming without a friendship that I had with him as long as I did. So, thank you, Zolo. I don't know where you are, but thank you. And then Cherry is on here too because she's been, I don't know, her intensity about everything that I do, and her willing to work with me on quite a few projects that we have planned has me really, really happy. So Cherry's definitely on here too. So yeah. That's my little PowerPoint presentation thing that you're supposed to do. So now we can do like a model showcase, right? Hold on. So let's go back to the just chatting. I pressed the wrong button, hold on. I'm not used to using the stream deck yet, like at all. There we go. Okay, so thank you for sharing to the class. Okay, so hold on, let me let's, so you guys can see like the full deal. This is my full model. Look, she even made it so I can do little steppies, so that's nice. So that's the full model. And then you can take my jacket off, I guess. See, so that's a full model without my jacket. Yeah, I got legs. I'm a full model. Thank you. Full model, full model. Thanks. And then she gave me quite a few my brain fucking blanked. Emotes. Those are the things. Oh shit. Thanks. I think. Okay, so as you guys know, I can do this wave. Hi. Waving. I gotta get used to doing that. Waving to people. It's a button, so I can wave. Hello. And then you guys have seen this on Twitter. If you guys are on Twitter, you guys have seen my scary face. Pathetic. Okay, so scary face. Because I do plan on streaming horror games. I have a scared face for when things are terrifying, because that's a thing that's gonna happen. I have a crying face because sentimental stories get to me, so there's that. I also have love eyes, so if I see a handsome dude or girl in a game, there's definitely, oh my god. I have a blush. It's cute. Blush. The blush also shows up if I smile too much, which is cute. I have sparkly eyes, so if I see something that I really, really want, I can use sparkly eyes. You guys already saw that I can take my jacket off, like so. I can put my jacket back on. And last but not least, my favorite emote is I can go absolutely feral. So yeah, don't fuck with me or else. So those are my emotes that I got. Fun. And then I know you guys, let me take my jacket off. I know you guys were really upset that my strawberry jam. I know you guys were really upset that my old model didn't have, or my old model had a maid outfit design to it, and I know you guys were really upset that I didn't have the money to put that on my new model. So I'm hoping this is good enough, right? This is what you wanted, right? This is good. Is this a good substitute? Are we good? Yeah. It was good substitute. I can also pull my hair up. So it's up in a ponytail instead of being down. If you, oh, and then we can also, of course, have bald. If you really want me bald, for whatever reason, I guess. Crowd goes wild. Because obviously you can't have a model without it being bald. And so now, I also have a punishment, an actual punishment for when I don't, I have the one thing where I can't swear for 10 minutes. So I will be forced to wear this little man on my head if I swear, as punishment. I hope you enjoy him. I hate it. And that's basically all of my cool things. Listen, leave me alone about my bald head. It's a condition I'm really, you know, insecure about. So, like, leave me alone, okay? Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. So that's basically, my debut. Ta-da! I'm here. So we can play games. I was gonna play some Genshin. I haven't touched the new event.